longer life for expensive components, and the guts to question what the oil change light tells you? You need to hear this. I'll also reveal simple, actionable steps you can take right now so your engine gets the full advantage of modern lubricants without wasting cash on hype. Before we go any further, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to Care Xpert, and tap the bell so you never miss real mechanic-tested advice that actually saves you money. Ready? Let's expose the good, the bad, and the pricey myths around synthetic oil. Secret 1. What synthetic actually means and why it matters. Most people think synthetic equals magic. The reality, synthetic oils are engineered base stocks made from chemically tailored molecules, not simply filtered crude. That gives them more uniform molecular size, far better resistance to thermal breakdown, and vastly improved flow at cold temperatures. Practically, this means faster lubrication on a cold start, critical for wear reduction, much lower volatility, less oil burn-off at high temps, and a stronger, longer-lasting protective film under stress. Mechanics prefer synthetics in modern turbocharged and direct injection engines for these reasons. The engine runs hotter, tolerances are tighter, and synthetic oil stability helps prevent deposits and preserves turbo bearings. But synthetic isn't one monolith. Group 4 PAO and Group 5 synthetics behave differently than newer Group 3 plus blends, so always check spec and approvals rather than just the label. Knowing the chemistry explains a lot of the performance you feel and what's worth paying for. Secret 2. The blend versus full synthetic marketing trap shops love to upsell full synthetic, but not all synthetics are created equal, and full synthetic on the label doesn't guarantee superior performance. Many mass market brands sell synthetic blends or Group 3 synthetics at lower cost. They can be fine for daily drivers, but they're not the same as true PAO or ester-based synthetics used in elite race or aerospace applications. The secret mechanics don't shout. Know the base stock and spec approvals, API, ACEA, and OEM-specific approvals. BMW LL VW 504/507, Toyota Long, life, etc. matter far more than the word synthetic. A cheap synthetic that fails to meet your carmaker's spec can cause sludge, poor fuel economy, or warranty headaches. Spend a few extra minutes checking the bottle for the right specs, or bring your own oil if you need a specific formula. That small extra effort prevents being sold the wrong product for your engine. Secret 3. Oil change intervals. How long is too long? Mechanics often know your oil can last much longer than the old 3,000 miles rule. But there's a catch. Modern full synthetic oils often deliver 7,500 to 15,000 mile protection under normal conditions thanks to advanced detergents and thermal stability. However, oil life is driven by contaminants and duty cycle, not just mileage. Short trips, towing, cold climates, or cluster stop traffic force soot and fuel dilution into the oil, which shortens its useful life. That's why many pro shops recommend condition-based intervals. Monitor oil analysis, use the car's oil life monitor intelligently, and factor in real use. If you drive gently on highways, a 10,000 to 15,000 synthetic interval can be safe. If you do lots of short stop-start trips or heavy loads, change earlier. The mechanic's secret: don't blindly follow a number. Match the interval to your actual operating conditions. Secret 4. Viscosity and climate. Don't let labels confuse you. People obsess over 0W20 versus 5W30 as a status symbol. But the truth is, both viscosity and ambient climate determine which oil your engine needs. Synthetics flow much better at cold temps, so a 0W rated synthetic will protect wear on cold starts in sub-zero environments far better than an older conventional of the same hot viscosity number. Conversely, in very hot or high-load situations, a slightly higher hot viscosity, the second number, gives a thicker protective film. Mechanics quietly check owners' manuals and consider local temps and driving loads before recommending an oil. The takeaway: don't pick viscosity purely by trend, pick it by spec and usage. For many drivers, OEM recommended viscosity paired with a quality synthetic is the safest, most effective choice. Secret 5. Seal shrinkage and additives. Myth versus reality. There's a common garage myth that synthetics cause seals to shrink and leak, an argument often used to justify selling conventional oil to anxious customers. The reality: modern synthetics don't shrink seals. If leaks appear after a switch, it's usually the oil enabling previously slowed leaks to reveal themselves. The synthetic cleans, deposits, and finds the gap. Or the engine seals were already marginal, and the new oil finds the path. Similarly, some older additives can swell seals. Newer synthetic formulations balance detergents and seal conditioners properly. Mechanics know this, and a reputable shop will check seals and gaskets if leaks show up post-change. The secret: don't avoid synthetics for fear of shrinkage. Instead, diagnose existing leaks before condemning the oil change. Secret 6. Top-tier additives that actually matter. Not all additives are equal. Shops often keep a short list of boosters they trust. High-quality detergents, dispersants, anti-wear additives, ZDDP for older engines, and friction modifiers can make a measurable difference. For example, older engines with flat tappet cams benefit from higher ZDDP levels during break-in, while turbo engines need strong detergency and anti-foam agents to protect bearings. Cheap miracle additives sold at gas stations are mostly marketing. They don't replace a properly formulated synthetic and can upset chemistry. Mechanics favor OEM-approved formulations or lab-tested additives when a special need exists: high mileage rejuvenation, known oil consumption issues. Secret tip: if you're adding anything, choose products with lab data and shop backing, not random bottles with flashy claims. Secret 7. High mileage oils, fix or fudge. High mileage oil marketing promises to restore compression or stop leaks, and many drivers swear by these products. The truth: mechanics know high mileage oils include conditioners that swell seals and detergents tuned to engines past their prime. They can reduce visible leaks and calm oil consumption temporarily, and for many older cars, they're a legitimate band-aid. But they're not magic. Underlying mechanical wear, worn piston rings, valve guides, won't be cured by oil alone. Use them strategically, as a bridging solution to extend the life of a high-mileage engine, not as a permanent fix. Shops will recommend inspection if a leak is significant, but for drivers who want low-cost, low-risk relief, a respected high-mileage synthetic is a reasonable tool. Secret 8. The cost versus value equation. Cheap synthetic pitfalls. Many drivers buy the cheapest synthetic they can find and assume they got the same product mechanics use. That's the trap. Low-cost synthetics may skimp on additive packages, use inferior base stocks, or lack OEM approvals, and they can fail to protect turbos or emission systems long-term. Mechanics see the consequences: increased deposits, higher oil consumption, or shortened drain intervals. Conversely, paying for a reputable brand that meets OEM specs and has lab backing often costs less over the vehicle's life because it reduces wear, lessens service frequency, and protects expensive components. The secret: treat oil like an investment, not an expense. Spend a bit more for the right spec, and you'll likely save on repairs and fuel down the road. Secret 9. Synthetic during break-in. You've probably heard two opposing rules: use conventional oil during engine break-in, or synthetic is fine from day one. Mechanics split on this historically because early synthetics lack certain break-in friction characteristics. Today's synthetics and modern machining tolerances mean many manufacturers approve synthetic from first start, and some even require it. The real secret is to follow the engine builder's or OEM's guidance. For factory-built engines, use the recommended oil. Modern OEMs often specify synthetic. For custom-built or race engines with specific cam profiles, the builder might request a particular break-in friction to ensure ring seating. Bottom line: don't swap philosophies blindly. Check the spec and follow the specific break-in procedure provided. Secret 10. Used oil analysis. The truth serum: mechanics who want objective answers run used oil analysis, UOA. It's the test that reveals what's really happening inside your engine. UOA measures metals, wear particles, soot, contaminants, oxidation, and additive depletion. This data tells you whether your oil choice is performing, if the engine is wearing abnormally, or if you're safe to extend the drain interval. Shops that care will run UOA after a change or recommend it for high-mileage engines or severe duty use. For drivers skeptical of blanket oil change claims, UOA is the ultimate proof. You'll know if your cheap synthetic is actually protecting the engine, or if a premium oil gives measurable benefit. Mechanics rarely push UOA because it's slightly more effort, but it's the single most revealing tool when you want hard evidence about oil performance. If this breakdown helped you, smash that like button, subscribe to Care Xpert, and tell me in the comments which oil myth you want busted next. Want a printable checklist for choosing oil by car and climate? I'll make one for the channel. Say yes below. Drive smart, change wisely, and I'll see you in the next video.